Today is Sunday, July 6th. We are here for yoga in the park. So we're going to just relax, enjoy nature, and connect with breath and movement. Let's go ahead and start with some relaxation down on our backs. Let your arms be restful at your sides, palms open face to the sky. Closing our eyes, let's breathe deeply in through the nose, expanding belly back and ribcage on the inhale. And exhale out through the nose, feeling that same area of our bodies contracting up. Let's bring some awareness to our face. Relax our eyes. Relax our jaw. Breathe away any tension from your neck and your shoulders. And allow your breath to travel all the way down your arms out through your fingertips. Now let's bring our breath and our awareness to our hips. And breathe all the way down the legs to the tips of our toes. Moving our breath into our spine. Start at the top of your head. Visualize your breath making its way down your spine, weaving itself in between each segment, relaxing and opening that spine. Let's inhale left arm skyward. Exhale, let it float back behind us. Inhale, right arm to the sky. And exhale, let it lower back behind us. Once there, stretch out to your fingers and push out through your heels. And try to make your arms and legs a little bit longer and yourself a little bit taller. And then let's relax. Inhale the arms back up towards the sky. And exhale, release your arms to your sides. From there, we're going to turn our head to the right. Bring it back to center, and we'll turn to the left. Again, lift to center and turn right. Back to center, and turn left. And then back to center. Now let's bring the left knee all the way up to the chest. Give it a good hug. And while it's there, we'll start pointing and flexing that foot. Roll the ankle around. And reverse. And then just let your foot rest. Now let's circle the knee around. And reverse. And then just keep the knee tucked in nice and close. From there, let's switch legs. In goes the right, out goes the left. And again, we start with our point flex. And then that easy ankle roll. And reverse. And then let your foot rest, and we'll circle our knee. And reverse. And then just keep the knee tucked in nice and close. Let's bring the other knee in, giving ourselves a well-deserved hug. And then a few rocks from side to side. And then let's circle both knees round and round. and reverse. And then just keep the knees tucked in. From there, let's set both feet down. Space them apart about hips distance, toes and heels out. Arms at our sides, tighten the belly, and let's slowly peel ourselves off the mat, lifting into shoulder bridge. And then we'll make our way back down. And once you've made it all the way down, let's bring the left knee against the chest and try stretching it straight up towards the sky. Walk your hands as close to your ankle as you can. And gently start to draw that leg closer to your body. And then let's rebend, place that foot down. Arms at our sides once again. Let's bridge back up. And then slowly come back down. Now let's pull the right knee into the chest. Extend the leg towards the sky. Walk your hands as close to your ankle as you can reach. And think about drawing that leg closer to your body. And then let's rebend, placing the foot back down. And then we'll bring our knees back into the chest for a few more side-to-side rocks. And then hold center. And as we exhale, let's roll up. And that'll bring us into our easy cross-leg position. Feeling sit bones on the mat, let palms open to the sky. Shoulders fall from ears. Feel your spine lengthening off that tailbone. And allow your chin to drop to your chest. Breathe to the back of your neck. Inhale, lift the head, tip back, open our throat. Exhale again, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the head, tip back, open our throat. Again, exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the head, tip back, open the throat. And then we're back to neutral. We're going to turn our head to the right. Let your chin drop towards that right shoulder. Bring the head back up and return to neutral. And then we'll look left. And let that chin drop towards the shoulder. Come back up and head is back to neutral. Let's drop chin to chest, and this time roll right ear to right shoulder. Drop the chin, we'll roll left. Drop the chin, roll right. Drop the chin, roll left. Again, drop the chin and roll right. Drop the chin and roll left. And then rest your chin on your chest. Let's bring our head back to neutral. Once there, hands come together at the heart. Inhale to the sky. Exhale back to our heart. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again to the sky. And exhale to the heart. Inhale, open arms and heart. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. This time, inhale, open. Reach again to the sky. And exhale to the heart. Let's take one more inhale in our seated position. Exhale as we soften. And let's move on to hands and knees. So once we're on hands and knees, check out your shoulders. They should be directly over your wrists. Hips directly over knees. Tops of the feet on the mat. Wide spread fingers. Hands turned in slightly. Meanwhile, a straight line from the tip of our tailbone out to the top of our head. Begin to sink your navel as you lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart, cow. Exhale, let's round out cow. Inhale, cow. Exhale, round to back. Inhale, cow. And exhale, round to back. And then just come back to that nice neutral spine. Extend the right leg behind us, hip level, and push out through the heel. Now let's add the left arm forward and rotate your palm towards the sky. Exhale, return to all fours. And then extend the left leg behind, push out through the heel. Right arm forward, come to the sky. Exhale, lower. Let's switch, extend and reach. Exhale, lower, switch, extend, reach. Exhale, lower, switch, extend, reach. Exhale, lower, switch, extend, reach. And then we're back to all fours. Big toes stay close, knees separate. We're going to push that tailbone way back. Let your chest sink between your knees, forehead on the mat, and then open palms to the sky. And really feel like you're trying to stretch your fingertips to touch the front end of your mat. Let's flip our hands back over, nice foundational hands. Tuck our toes and lift our tailbone towards the sky. So once there, we want to let our head just dangle freely through the arms. Feel your rib cage pulling closer to your thighs, while the back of your shoulder blades are lengthening towards your tailbone. Walking the dog a few times, warming up those feet, warming up those calves. Pressing both heels down as low as they'll go. Now let's nod our head yes. And then gently shake the head no. And again, just let everything dangle between the arms. From there, we're going to inhale ourselves into a good strong plank. Belly button firm. Exhale, down dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Inhale to plank. Now let's modify by simply lowering the knees. And as we exhale, elbows are opening. We're going to bring the chest down on the hips. Tuck the elbows in close, press the tops of the hip bones, lengthen spine, and then lift upper body and chin. Exhale, elbows open, coming down. And then they come closer as we inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Again, exhale, opening, coming down. And then inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Come all the way back into extended child's pose. Turning palms to the sky, and again, really stretching towards the front end of your mat. Back to all fours. Tuck toes. And we're back up into down dog. A few more walks of the dog. This time lift both heels as high as they'll go. And then we'll sink them down. Inhale, let's return to plank. Modify if you'd like. Exhale, lowering. Elbows open, chest down, hips down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, toes tuck under. We're back up into down dog. Inhale again to plank. Exhale, let's lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Once again, inhale to plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And exhale, down dog. From there, let's all come back to all fours. Sink the navel, lift the tailbone, lift the head, open the heart palm. And exhale, round again for cat. Back to neutral spine. Let's step right foot forward between our hands. Once there, check is right knee over ankle. Start to lift upper body. Add some arms to the sky, giving us crescent moon. Exhale, fold forward, hands on the mat. Now let's tuck left toes, lift left knee. And that brings us into runner's lunge. Good. Now send left foot back into plank. Press back up into down dog. And return to all fours. Sink navel, lift tailbone, lift head, open heart cow. Exhale, round plank. And then we're back to neutral. Left leg extends behind, push out through that heel. And then step the left foot forward between the hands. Once we see that knee is over ankle, let's lift upper body. And make our way into crescent. And exhale, fold forward. Right toes tuck under so we can lift that right knee. Runner's lunge. Beautiful. Now let's step right foot forward. Toes close, heels apart. Gonna inhale and slowly reach high and touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Again, inhale to the sky. And exhale to the heart. Inhale to the sky. Let's exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, melt a little deeper. Right foot back, left foot back into front. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, hold to highest cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale again, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward. Toes close, heels apart. Inhale, rolling up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to our heart. Again, inhale to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, it's lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up. Reach to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Again, inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale, let's lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, let's roll up. Reach to the sky. Exhale to the heart. One more sun salutation. Inhale, extend. Exhale, big fold. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale as we come down. Inhale as we lengthen, rise up. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, rolling up. Reach to the sky. Exhale to the heart. And let your arms extend long at your sides, bringing us into standing mountain pose. Let's inhale again, reach high. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Now I want you to actually press your ribs against your thighs, so maybe that means you have to bend your knees, that's okay. Cradle your elbows in the palms of your hands, firming your frame. And then we're just going to let the head dangle within that frame. And then go ahead and let your fingers release to the mat. Let's take a giant step back with our right foot, starting out in runner's lunge. Push the right heel down, turn the right toes out. Let's align our left heel with the back of our right heel and begin to lift upper body. Start by making sure your weight is centered equally into both feet. Upper body stays tall. We've got hips facing forward, shoulders squared out over the hips, and then the arms extend. And then as we exhale, let's fold forward. Hands return to the mat. Lift the ball of your right foot, and that's going to bring us back into lunge. Once you feel like you're balanced, let's lift upper body to high lunge. And then if you want to, you can add the arms, bring us to crescent lunge. And let's exhale, fold forward again. Now let's step left foot back into plank. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to our plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward. Toes close, heels apart. Inhale, rolling up. Reach high, touch the sky. Again, inhale, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Ribs resting on thighs. Elbows cradled by those palms. Head dangling freely. Fingers release back to the mat. Stepping back with our left foot into our lunge. Once established, left heel pushes down, toes turn in slightly. We've got right heel lined with back of left heel, lifting upper body. Centering body weight. Hip bone square, facing forward, shoulders stacked over hips. When ready, arms reach to the sky for warrior one. Exhale, let's fold forward, hands on the mat. Let's return to runner's lunge. Once you feel balanced, let's lift upper body. That becomes our high lunge. And then if you want to add the arms to form crescent lunge. Exhale, let's fold again. Once hands make it to the mat, right foot steps back into plank. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, and lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, back up into down dog. And then inhale, return to plank. Exhale again, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Let's inhale, roll up. Reach high to touch the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Return to standing mountain. And then just let the arms lift to shoulder level. Hold the belly button nice and tight and start to hinge forward. Stop when your chest is parallel to the mat for our airplane. And then start to fold forward and let your fingers come back down to the mat. Once there, let's extend the right leg behind us, hip level. Hands automatically form a tripod with our left foot. And there's our tripod balance. You can stay that way or align your left thumb with your left pinky toe as you roll that right hip open. Heading the right arm to the sky. Brings us into half moon balance. We'll exhale, right hand down if it's lifted. And then we can take our giant step back with that right foot returning us to runner's lunge. Now we're ready to simply walk ourselves around to form our wide straddle, facing the wide edge of our mat. Remember, toes turned in slightly, heels out slightly, hands are under the shoulders. We inhale to lengthen, look out. And then we're going to exhale and allow that upper body to completely let go. Nod your head yes. Gently shake your head no. And then we just hang out where we are. From there, let's push down into our palms, getting the arms as straight as we can. And then we're going to raise our heels up nice and high. Sink the left knee down, but keep the right heel raised. And then switch. Sink the right heel down and lift the left heel. And then raise both heels at the same time. Press both heels back down and then just rock back and lift up your toes. Let's keep our right toes lifted but push the left foot flat. And then switch. Push the right foot flat and lift up those left toes. And then pick the right toes up again so we've got both sets of toes lifted at the same time. Spread them out nice and wide. Now let your feet just melt into the mat. Press down through the palms, pushing arms straight, back looks nice and long. And then go ahead and open one arm at a time for our airplane straddle. Next, we're going to inhale, slowly rise to standing. Bring our palms open to the sky. Toes are still in, heels are still out. Nice and feel that long breath going right across the heart center. Inhale, let's touch the sky. Exhale, fold forward, brush the earth, and then inhale, rise up. Exhale to fold, and inhale, rise. Exhale, fold, inhale, rise. Again, exhale, fold. And inhale up. And then let's come back into 5 minutes. We're going to rotate our palms to face forward. Start to bring your hands closer and closer together. Allow just your fingertips to meet. And then press your palms. And let's place our fingers and press our index fingers together. Squeeze between those shoulder blades across the upper back. Then we're going to bend the elbows to get the elbows and the forearms to come as close together as we can. And then let's unlace the fingers and set your left elbow in your right elbow crease. You can press the back of your hands or your palms together. And we want to keep those elbows shoulder level so that you just increase the stretch that we're feeling across upper back and back shoulder. And then we can untwist the arms, palms, elbows, and forearms pressed together. Relace your fingers, press your index fingers together, and then extend the arms towards the sky. We want to keep the shoulders away from our ears. That means no tension in the neck. Upper arms slightly in front of those ears. Feel yourself get a little longer out of your waist. Slight back bend. And then lift the center. Long in the waist and side bend to the right. Back up and side bend to our left. And then back up. And let the arms be open towards my feet. From there, it's left toes to the front end of our mat. See that your left heel is aligned with the right arch this time. Hip bones still facing the wide edge of the mat. Begin to bend our left knee. Knee comes out over ankle with going past toes. So we're looking over that left hand. Warrior two. Let's pull that leg straight. And let's go again. And again, let's pull straight. Way back. Good. Now just stretch that left arm a little further forward. Begin to lift the left as you lower the right. Push left palm to the sky. Feel that nice, long, open stretch going all along the left side of your ribs. And then let's return to warrior two. And pull the left leg straight once again. So we're right back where we started. And that's going to be our beginning stage for triangle pose. Start to pull the right hip right, and then we start reaching that left hand farther and farther away from the right hip. Once you can't go any further in either direction, send the left hand low and the right hand high. So we want our right fingers reaching to the sky. We want our right hip pressing a little bit forward and our right shoulder pulling slightly back. And that's going to keep our body nice and open. Really breathe into all that space. From there, let's bend the right elbow so we bring the back of our right hand into our lower back. Think about keeping that right elbow and shoulder pointing to the sky, and then let's bend the left knee. So we can remain in this preparation for bound angle position, or we could simply grab hold of our left wrist with our right hand behind our back. Or we can slap the left hand between the legs, letting the hands sit together. Regardless of what version we're doing, we want right shoulder pointing to the sky. And remember, we're looking up past that right shoulder. From there, let's extend the right hand back up to the sky. You can put your left hand on the mat or your forearm on your thigh, and it becomes extended angle pose. And let's exhale, rotate around, and return to runner's lunge. Go ahead and step left foot back into plank. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, we lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. You can hang out there, or maybe you want to do a push-up. And then come back up into down dog. Take the right leg, push out through the right heel, and start lifting that leg towards the sky. And that becomes three-legged dog. And then we'll step the right foot through the hands, bringing us back into runner's lunge. Left foot steps forward, toes close, heels apart. Let's go ahead and bend the knees, sink the hips down. And while you're doing that, try to pull your knees closer together, allowing you to lift your ribs from your thighs, add your arms along your ears. Here's our chair pose. Good, now inhale, reach high towards the sky. And exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, let's fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. And then inhale, roll back up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Now let's open the arms wide. Stay nice and long in the waist and begin to hinge forward, bringing us back into airplane. And then let your fingers release to the mat. Once there, we're going to extend the left leg behind us hip level. Hands form a tripod with that right foot. We've got tripod balance. We can remain like that, or position your right thumb so it's aligned with your right pinky toe. Start to roll that left hip open. And there's our half moon balance. Exhale, left hand down if it's lifted. And now we'll step left foot way back, bringing us into runner's lunge. Once that's done, let's proceed to walk around into wide straddle. So we should be facing the other wide edge of our mat. Pressing down through the palms, we still have toes in, heels out. Inhale, let's look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Go ahead and push down into those palms. And let's start to bend the right knee. We're shifting the weight to the right. Keep the left foot flat. And feel the stretch going up the inside of your left thigh. Come back to center and let's bend the left knee this time, shifting weight to the left. And then come back to center and reach our left hand towards our right big toe. And then inhale, right arm to the side. Exhale, let's revolve at our waist, bringing us into our twisting straddle. And we'll exhale the right hand down. Left hand comes back into place. And now the right hand reaches towards left big toe. Inhale, left arm to the side. Exhale, revolve at the waist. Twisting straddle. Exhale, that left hand back down. Everything's back to center neutral. Press down through the palms. Lengthen the spine. Open the arms. Airplane straddle. And then we get to rise up. Rotating palms to the sky, 5-pointed star. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, fold forward, brush the earth. Inhale, back up for sunflower. Exhale, big fold. Inhale, rise high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise high. One more time. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise high. And then reopen the arms, and we're back to 5-pointed star. We're going to rotate palms to face forward. Again, we start to bring them closer and closer and closer together, allowing our fingertips to touch. Then our palms meet. Our fingers lace. And then our index fingers press together. Breathing between our shoulder blades and the upper back. And then from there, let's bend the elbows. So forearms and elbows meet. Elbows stay shoulder level. And then let's unlace our fingers. Place our left elbow in the crease of the right elbow. Palms or back of hands pressed together. And we keep those elbows shoulder level, deepening the stretch across upper back and back shoulders. And then we can uncross, let the palms and the forearms meet again. Place our fingers, index fingers pressed together, and then we extend towards the sky, letting those upper arms frame our head. Feel yourself get a little longer out of your waist. Do a little back bend. Rise back up. Stay long in the waist, side bend to your left. rise up. Side bend to our right. Rise up. And come back into 5-pointed star. From there, let's turn right toes to the front end of our mat. Align your right heel with your left arch, looking out over that right hand. We bend our right knee. And there's our warrior two. So we want to keep our torso nice and tall, our body weight centered equally into both feet. Beautiful. Let's pull the legs straight and go forward again. Looking for just a little bit more. Now we're going to stretch that right arm a little farther forward. Lift the right as we lower the left and push our right palm to the sky for reverse warrior. And then let's make our way back into warrior two. And the right leg pulls straight once again. So now we're ready to begin our triangle pose. Our left hip begins to pull left, and then that right arm is going to stretch farther and farther and farther out from the left hip. Once we can't go any farther, right hand goes low, left hand goes high. Left hand is reaching to the sky. Left hip is pressing slightly forward, left shoulder is rolling slightly back. Breathing into all that open space. And then let's bend the left elbows to the back of our left hand, presses into lower back. And then let's bend the right knee. So we want our shoulder pointing right up at the sky. We're looking up past our shoulder. We can stay in our preparation pose. Or we could simply pass that right hand behind us, grab hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Or we could send the right hand through the legs, let the hand slip behind us. Still rolling that left shoulder open and looking up towards the sky. And then let the hands release. Left hand goes high. Right hand to the mat or right forearm to our thigh. Exhale, let's revolve up our body, bringing us back into runner's lunge. Right foot steps back, returning us to plank. And then we exhale, lower down. Inhale, lengthening, rising into cobra. Exhale, back up into down dog. Inhale to our plank, hanging out in plank, or we could insert our push-up. And then return down dog. Now let's extend through the left heel and start reaching it towards the sky. Up, 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 up. Three-legged dog. And then left foot steps through the hands into runner's lunge. Right foot comes forward as well. Got toes close, heels apart. From there we start to bend our knees and sink our hips. So there's a little chair back there. We're trying to get our butt in the chair. While we're doing that, we bring the knees closer, allowing us to lift our ribs from our thighs, adding our arms. Good, and then inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. And then standing. So we're feeling the sturdiness of our stance with wide spread toes. Feel that navel drawing towards the spine, really giving us good stability in our core. And then we find that focal point for our eyes and begin to shift your weight into your right foot. And then let's place left heel on right ankle and hands together at heart. And then we're going to make like a tree. bring that left foot down, back into standing mountain pose. So again, just reestablish your connection to your balance. Feeling that navel drawing in towards the spine, nice wide spread toes. We shift our weight into our left foot this time. Let your hands come to your heart and place your right heel at your left hip. Whenever you're ready, become a tree. Strong and sturdy and tall. Connecting with the earth. Connecting with the sky. And allowing those branches to open. And making our way back into standing mountain pose. So really urge your fingertips down. Urge the top of your head to draw closer to the sky. Feeling those foundational feet. Inhale the arms to the sky. You're going to exhale just the left arm down and behind. And then the right arm comes down and behind. Let your hands come together. And when they're together, start to pull them down, opening heart, opening our throat. And then we'll inhale neutral spine and exhale, begin to fold forward. Feel your ribs pull closer and closer to your thighs. Let the head drop. And then lastly, see about lifting those arms a little higher. And then as we release the hands and they trickle back to the mat, you feel all that length and let everything relax. Let's press palms down into the mat. Giant step back with our right foot. Into runner's lunge. And then let's sink down to the right knee and the top of our right foot. Let's reach high and touch the sky. And then we'll bring our hands together at heart center. Inhale, start to rotate left, and then exhale. Let's tuck that right elbow outside our left thigh. We can open the arms if we wish. And let's rotate back to center. Once there, we're going to put both hands to the inside of our left foot and begin to pull the top of our right thigh towards the mat. Left knee is never going to push past out our toes, but we're going to try to sink upper body down a little closer to the mat. And feel that deep stretch going up the front of your right thigh and the back of your left thigh. And then let's walk the hands back in. Once there, send the left leg behind your hip level. Reach the right arm forward, palm to the sky. And then try lifting your right foot so it's not helping us balance. And then bring the right hand and foot back down. We'll set our left toes down. Step our right foot back into plank. Let's keep right shoulder over right wrist so we can open the side plank. Modify to the side of your knee if you'd like. We'll exhale, come back around into plank. And let's push back up into down dog. Let's walk our dog a few times. and then press the heels down. Now we'll step the right foot forward between the hands. And then let's sink down to the left knee and the top of the left foot. We'll reach high and touch the sky, press it in. And then let your hands come together or heart. Big inhale as we rotate off to our right, and then exhale. See about getting that left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. And let's exhale, untwist. And bring both hands to the inside of the right foot this time. So we start to pull the top of our left thigh towards the mat, keeping our right knee over the ankle, and then allowing our body to go as low as we can, feeling that deep stretch in the front of that left thigh and the back of our right thigh. And then from there, we'll walk our hands back in. Once that's done, let's extend the right leg behind us, hip level. Left arm forward, palm to the sky. And then try lifting your left foot so it's not assisting our balance. Left hand and foot come back down. Set your right toes down. Step our left foot back. There's our plank. And now we're going to keep left shoulder over left wrist so we can open and to side plank. And then exhale, come back around into full plank. And let's go back up into down dog. A few more walks of our dog. Pressing those heels down. Dangling that head freely with a few nods of the head. And then gentle shaking no. And we're just there. Let's come back to all fours. Separate the knees, big toes stay close. Let's push back to the tailbone. Chest is going to drop through the knees, forehead to the mat, palms open to the sky. Now let's take left arm, pass it through right armpit, sink shoulder down. Bring that arm out and we'll switch. And then bring that arm out, and again, just extend from your fingertips, push back through your tailbone. Let's walk the hands in closer so we can lift up our body. And then let's make our way around to the seat. And once we're seated, we'll just stretch our legs out straight. Place our hands on either side of our hips. Push down into your palms. Lift your heart, lift your head. Sit like you're sitting at attention. And then let everything go soft. Forward, push back through the tailbone, and really think about letting your upper body melt into your body. And we'll rise back up. Once there, let's place our right ankle on our left thigh. So when we look down at our legs, we see an upside down number 4. I'm just going to push on that right inner thigh gently so you feel some resistance in your hip. And then perhaps we could lean a little bit into it. And then we can rise up. And let's keep the knee bent but place the foot on the floor. Heel is nice and close to the body, wrapping our arms around that bent leg. take the right hand and place it behind us, close to our tailbone. See about getting your left elbow to the outside of that right thigh. Once there, inhale a little taller. Exhale, rotate at the waist so you can look farther over the right shoulder without having to turn the head. And then we'll inhale, left arm high. Exhale, let it lower. Re-extend the right leg, hands on either side of our hips once again. Pushing down through the palms, pushing out through the bottoms of our feet. And let's soften and walk our fingers forward. Push back through the tailbone. And then we'll make our way back up. This time it's left ankle on right thigh. So looking down at our legs, we see that upside down, number 4. Using our left hand to push on that inner thigh so we feel some resistance in that left hip. And we can even lean a little bit into it. And let's rise up. Keeping the knee bent, let's place foot on the mat close to the body. We wrap those arms around, giving ourselves a hug. And then let's take the left hand behind us on the mat close to the tailbone. See about getting that right upper arm to the outside of that left thigh. Sit it taller, inhale. Exhale, rotate at the waist, looking over that shoulder. And then inhale the right arm up. Exhale, let it lower down. We'll stretch out that left leg, but let's take the legs wider. Push out through your heels. Let your hands rest between your legs. And we'll start walking forward, bringing us closer to the mat. And then we'll slowly come back up. And then once we're up, let's bring legs back together and we'll bend our knees. So once we've got our knees bent, hands go behind our thighs, shoulders down, head held high, belly button tight, balance on your tailbone. And then see if you can start to extend your legs. You want to go as far as you can without rounding your back. And once we found our spot, we'll add our arms. And then let's slowly open down, down to the ground. Once we're all the way down, push out through your heels, reach out through your fingertips, stretch your body super straight. And then we'll lift the arms back up. And let's return them to our sides. Palms facing up. Let's bend our knees, feet on the mat. Keep your toes in slightly, heels out slightly. And let's start to slowly lift the hips towards the sky, moving into our shoulder bridge. Noticing that we're not feeling any compression in the neck. We're feeling lots of work in the gluteals and the hamstrings and no discomfort in our knees. Let's try pulling left knee in and stretching it right up to the sky. We'll rebend, set that foot down. We'll switch right knee in, extend to the sky. And then let's rebend, placing the foot back down. Try to lift those hips just a little bit higher. And let the arms rise to the sky. And then we're going to slowly come back down one vertebra at a time. And once you've made it all the way back down, Let's bring the knees close. Give yourself a hug. Adding in our side-to-side rocks. And then those easy knee circles to massage through lower back. And reverse. And then just keep the knees close and let's flex our feet. Point our toes. Roll the ankles around. And reverse. And then we'll just let our feet rest. And bring the feet back to the mat. Knees still bent. Let's open the arms wide. Drop our knees to the left and look right. Come back up. We'll drop our knees to the right and look left. And then bring the knees back to that neutral place. And let your arms come closer to your body. Feel your shoulders melt against the mat, palms facing the sky. And then we can just extend our legs one leg at a time out onto the mat. Continue to breathe deeply in through the nose, out through the nose. Guiding your breath through all parts of the body. Breathing away any tension that remains. Let your breath linger a little longer in any areas of the body that perhaps give you some kind of issue, whether it be a knee or a neck or a shoulder or a back. Or your mind. Let's release all anxious thoughts. and extend random acts of kindness and compassion to all sentient beings. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to hydrate, lots of water, keeping our muscles and our brain cells juicy and functioning, and making good choices.